You folks deal with bare metal, and bare metal is always being challenging. New hardware versions, software updates, things can go tricky fast. So, walk us through how complex these AI systems are compared to regular data center deployments. What makes them different, and what are the additional complexities that is where RackN enters the picture to help organizations tackle those complexities?
It's a little bit of a paradox because at some point these are just servers. And yet, if you put smart NICs and GPUs in a system, especially when you're putting multiple smart NICs and multiple GPUs, those are also functionally servers. And what we've seen and then there's also, if you're using a neocloud, and a lot of our customers are, the neoclouds are delivering the systems, and then our customer takes over control of the systems. And so what you have is somebody's delivering you a server that's going through their provisioning process. What we've seen is that sometimes the neoclouds are going to keep control or keep a boot provision component running in the system. All they need to do is deliver the system to you. They're not worried about any other configurations, right? Our team spent over a week troubleshooting the fact that each NIC on the system was a server, and those servers were grabbing DHCP and responding to IP addresses and interacting with the overall provisioning network and the topology of the system independently of each other. It's something that we walked in, diagnosed very quickly. Somebody said, no, it can't possibly be the fact that these smart NICs are still engaged or still responding. And we went down a different diagnostic path, and we had to come back and re-troubleshoot to figure out exactly what was going on, because people insisted that they knew all of the components. But when you have this many pieces and parts in a server, what you have is a lot more potential conflicts. You have a lot more potential places for configuration. You have a lot more places for conflicting configuration and systems that somebody thinks, oh, this isn't important, so I ignored it earlier down in your pipeline of delivery. And then when the system got turned on, those disabled or ignored components start interacting, and that beginning interaction then causes problems. This is true for out-of-band management and being able to reassign credentials. This is true for how PXE boots are handled. Secure PXE booting is very specific. These challenges are also enterprise challenges. The difference here is that you are much more likely to hit these concerns because you have so much more going on in the server, and you're in a big rush to do it. And that's one of the challenges, is that we're talking to customers, and they want these servers on yesterday, and they're trying to meet very strict deadlines. They're paying a lot of money to get systems. There's a tremendous amount of pressure, and that, human-wise, the urgency to make things happen, trying to get things going, that creates its own process problems. There's a Marine Corps saying, which is slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And what we see over and over again is the pressure, the deadlines, the urgency to get these systems up and running actually undermines teams' ability to troubleshoot, take stepwise, put in systems and processes that then speed them up. Because it's not just, can you deliver the system today? Every customer we've seen doing AI workloads, frankly, everybody we've seen doing virtualization workloads, they benefit from being able to do apply, reset, patch, and return systems in, sort of like a race car pit crew. You can run your systems as fast as you want to, but they have to come in for the pit. They have to get updated. If your pit doesn't do a good job updating, patching, getting the tires rotated, then you're going to have times where servers just, a whole cluster goes out because a server isn't patched and updated, and you haven't practiced those routines. You haven't gotten an established, repeatable process to do it. We've watched customers really resist the need to get those types of processes built. The ones that resist take months to get things going. The ones that lean in and make it happen, they're the ones that actually win in the end, because they've done the work ahead of time to have a repeatable process.